loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bags.
Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Cryptcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm Brian.
And we are coming to you from inside the Comic Crypt in Eatontown, New Jersey. And we're here to give you that little bit of Wednesday. You're gonna be missing.
You gotta give up on that little bit of Wednesday.
Why?
It just never rolls
Why?
off.
It doesn't come off natural at all? Yep.
So
It's weird. My mouth doesn't like the words.
I know.
So maybe I'll change it around.
We can give you a lot of bit of Wednesday.
A
Come in aggressive. Come in
whole lot
aggressive.
of-
We'll give you Wednesday. Wednesday.
So we got some books to talk about from the past couple Wednesdays. But first, we do have a question. Let me pull it up here because I'm not going to read it that far away. This is coming from Alex. How to deal with comic burnout. A few times I've let my issues pile up, and it took a lot of willpower for me to actually pick something up and read it. Have you two dealt with burnout? I realize that you're required by law to read everything on the shelves for your loyal patrons, but I can imagine that makes the motivation worse at times.
Well, first off, the myth that we're obligated to read everything is just that. Because we don't. Because we have very strong opinions, and there are times we are just like, I'm not reading that shit. Fuck it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I will say,
like,
I feel more obligated to read things because of the podcast
Sure.
than I do because the
right, we need something to talk about. Absolutely. And one of the things that has always made us is the honest opinion. Is
Sure.
that, like, we're not telling people that everything is great and buy it all. Like, we're like, no, that shit, don't buy that. Like, don't, like, buy something. Like, I'd rather see you spend your money on something good.
There was something in the past couple of weeks where someone was asking, I was like, no, you don't need to read that at all. And I was like, we've got a ton of it, and I should be telling them to sell it.
Right.
But I was like, no, it sucks. Don't do that.
Yeah. I think with any hobby, consistency is good. You know? Like, falling behind with your books is going to if you read a healthy amount, and if you don't allot yourself the time during the week to read them. I don't have a lot of books to review from last week because I was a dirty stay out and I went to 2 concerts last week. You know, so I denied myself time to read. I got books from like 3 weeks ago to talk about, and a laundry list from 2 weeks ago that I still want to read. I have a list of things I still want to read and I'm excited to read. I don't get the burnout like it's a chore. I get the burnout like, oh, I should have allotted myself more time to do what I need to do.
I think I can relate a little more to what he's saying, where like sometimes you kind of let some stuff build up, and then you look at it and be like, fuck, I've got 6-10 issues of that thing to read. Now it's work. And then there's a level of anxiety that gets attached to that because now you have to do it versus enjoying it. You know, it becomes a job versus a hobby in that moment.
I don't know. I think, see, I treat my comics very differently. Like, a lot of people will put the best stuff on the bottom of the pile, so they force themselves to read. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't do that. Like, I will read Batman and X-Men and Spider-Man before I've even left the building.
Yeah.
I'll read them on Monday when we unpack the boxes before they even hit the shelf on a Wednesday. Like, I read some stuff early, but there's, like, the fringe stuff that I enjoy, but that I'm not that passionate about, where it's like, you know, like Birds of Prey can fall by the wayside, and then I have, like, 3 issues of Birds of Prey to read. And I don't see it as a chore. I honestly sometimes view that as a better thing because I get to read a decent clip of it.
Sure, I'll do the same thing. There are particular titles I just let build up a couple issues at a time so I could read them like that.
Right.
But sometimes things go a little far, and it is kind of like, oh, man, like I don't want to do that.
Yeah, and that's a thing too. Like, I've let stuff build up to the point where I've just go, well, I'm not going to do you now. Like, I'm just not going to do it.
Right, but I that's not necessarily burnout because you're not feeling the feeling of it.
No, that's just giving up. That's just
right,
like it's become too big of a thing. Right, yeah.
But it's in the same ballpark, right? Like
I didn't start reading what we were talking about, Napalm Lullaby, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I gave up on it. I was like, I don't forget it. It's too big. It's up to like issue 6. Like, the trade's coming out. I can just read the trade. And I thought I had missed an issue, but then I found out I had the issue. So now I have all 9 issues. And like, I read the first 3 and it was awesome. Mm-hmm. I was just like, I know you didn't like it, but yeah. I thought it was great. Like, you know, and now I'm like, great. Now I got to find the time to read the other.
I guess
6 issues instead of like other stuff.
I can't name a particular series. This hasn't happened in a while, but I have collected a series, and it just kept getting pushed, and it kept getting pushed, and it kept getting pushed, and I went, Well, I'm just not going to read that. I'm just going to read whatever the new story arc is and go forward and act like none of that happened.
Right.
And the thing is, it's comic books, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of it's formulaic, and
Right.
you've been
Like-
reading comics for so long that you're like, I can put together what happened.
Right. You're not like...
Yeah.
And when I say, like, I'm talking about, like, a year's worth of comics or something like that, where it's like I just kept grabbing something out of habit.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I like this character, but I don't want to read all that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll just jump in here and hope for the best. And it always works out because, like you said, comics are formulaic. They're not doing anything crazy.
In our position, we want to make customers happy. So, like, if we run out of a number one, like, how many times have we given up our number
Sure,
one copies?
absolutely.
And it's like, all right, I guess I'm picking up on number two. I'll figure out what happened. Like, not a problem. But as far as like looking at the pile of books and having like the anxiety, that doesn't really happen for me. That happens for me when I look at them and go, oh God, I got to put all that away. I got to bag and board all that.
That's a whole separate thing.
Right, it is a whole separate thing.
That's a whole separate monster.
But that's where that comes into play for me. Yeah,
I don't know. Like, I understand the burnout because I've definitely had it. I've never been like, fuck comics for a while. Like, I'm always like, oh, I'm going to read something.
I have, not in like a sad, pathetic way, but I have very little else. Like, I don't like watching TV. I'm not a fan of movies. Even the superhero stuff, like, I'll just sit there and rip apart because it's not source material accurate. Like, this is my passion.
Yeah,
like,
your
if
standards are high.
Yeah, like, if I got lag
Too high.
Yeah, but if I got lag on this, man, like, and I start start second guessing my life decisions, where it's like, I should probably go find a new job. Like,
I, on the other hand, have too much where I'm like, well, I have to do this and I have to do that and I have to do that. And I'm not talking about like real life stuff. I'm talking about like hobby stuff.
Yeah, painting,
Yeah, I'm just saying like it's like I don't. My interest kind of shifts over time, so like maybe I'll lag on comics a little bit. I never stop, but I'll like focus on something else for a little while, and then comics will rise back up and I'll do a little catch up, and then like it's this up and down where I guess I do kind of burn out in certain things. I think it's just my attention span is very poor, and I have to like follow wherever my whims take me as far as hobby stuff.
I refuse to put my bass guitar in the case away.
So you
if I leave it out, I'll look at it and I'll pick it up, and that never works. I just look at it and go, you thought you were going to play that. Now it's just an expensive thing that sits in the corner of the room.
Yeah.
That's why I keep all my halfway done paintings out, where it's like, just like, I don't have anyone to nag me, so I'm going to nag myself. I'm just going to leave prompts out and be like, you loser, finish this.
Man, that doesn't work, though, because it's really easy to just go blind to the things that you need to do, because your brain's really good at just ignoring shit when it's there all the time.
Sure. But it reminds me to bitch about it.
I guess, sure.
It reminds me to voice my grievances elsewhere, where it's like, I haven't painted anything in like 2 months.
Sure. I don't know if that answers your question, Alex, but yeah, I get the burnout thing.
Even the things you love can seem like a chore, man.
Sure.
That's,
When something turns into an obligation or starts feeling like work, that's when that burnout feeling starts to set in.
But that's what it is. Like, it's like when you start taking things so seriously, where it's like, all right, I love playing guitar with my friends, and then we made a band, and now we're a band, and we have to go get gigs, and it's like, oh, now this is work. I don't want to do this. Like, this is fucking no.
I have no any kind of relation to that at all.
I'm just saying, like, when a
yes.
passion turns into, it's
Yes,
like,
I
I started off reading comics, now I want to shop, and now I have to read them in a time period to converse with them and record podcasts, and it's like,
sure,
oh, damn
sure.
it.
The podcast we just did to ourselves.
Sure,
but
sure.
the having to keep up on particular things.
Like I can't believe my list of things that I haven't read from last week. Pale Knight, which I've been raving about. Exquisite Corpses, which top notch. What is it? Gehenna. Yeah, and we're taking them all down with us. Those are like 4 of my top books right now, and I didn't even touch them last week. And I was just like, I went through the pile in the office today, and I was like, God damn, I didn't read these? What did I do?
Time.
Yeah.
There's not enough of it. Ever. So thanks for the question, Alex. I know it was rambly. I mean, all our fucking answers are rambly and stuff. So hopefully that covered some of it, I guess. So books. You're talking about all the books you didn't read. What did you read? And I'll go into some stuff that I read as well.
Like last week?
Yeah, let's go old stuff, and we'll go new stuff.
Well, there were those terrible giant-size X-Men issues.
They weren't terrible.
No, they were terrible.
They weren't terrible. They were surprisingly good.
I read 2 of the last ones, like back-to-back, like Age of Apocalypse 1, the House of M1.
You're still not done?
Right, there's one last one.
There's a cap.
Yeah, I don't even know where it is.
Giant size X-Men 2.
I have to find it. I don't even know where that is right now. But awful shit. Like, I don't need to revisit these terrible events at all, and I don't need Kamala Khan, as lovely as she is and as cheery as she is and as sidekicky to the universe as she is, being forced into my X-Men history and having her show up in each new timeline and have everyone act like she's been there since the beginning. Annoying as fuck.
I mean, as far as that goes, like, I understand what they're trying to do. I think they're going about it the wrong way.
Yeah,
they're just going like, I'm a mutant now, here are my powers.
Honestly, I feel like they're discrediting her actual time as a hero and establishing herself, and now they're just like shoehorning her and like she's always been an X-Man, and it's like, dude, she was like a co-leader of the Champions, and like,
I guess I don't know if it discredits. It's just like, it doesn't feel good because you could have made this happen in any kind of natural way. It just feels like shoehorn's the right word, where you're making a special event specifically for this, and it just feels bad.
Yeah.
It's written well, I think.
Like when she showed, it's written well. I don't like. There's no problem with the story. The artwork's good.
Yeah, they're not bad books.
No, they're not bad books.
You should have been doing this a different way.
Yeah. Like when she first shows up in the first issue, and Professor X doesn't know who she is, and Cyclops is like, "No, she's cool. Like I was a champion with her in the future." And you're like, "All right, cool. Like, all right." But if like, you guys still have your memories, like, let's not fuck up the timeline, you know. And then when it really bit my ass was like, House of M. She shows up in House of M, and she remembers everything because she wasn't there. And Wolverine and Layla Cheney are there, and they're the ones that remember everything. And Wolverine's like, "That's Kamala Khan, and whenever she shows up, bad things happen." And it's like, stop. This is just... She's going to get back to the proper timeline, and the entire X-Men family is just going to be like, one of us. And like, no.
I think it will have no impact whatsoever.
I hope so.
I think it'll just be ignored completely.
I hope so. I hate that shit. Just rewriting, retconning everything.
Look, if there's one thing X-Men do really well, and when I say really, really well, I mean god-awfully, time travel.
Yeah.
Too much time travel.
I read Ghost Pepper #2.
We had talked about that already.
Right?
We talked about that last time.
Good stuff. I read New Avengers 2 and 3. I have no idea how old they are.
Surprisingly good.
It's absurd in the funnest way.
The fact that it's not an Avengers team.
The fact that it's not an Avengers team.
It's like a
the fact that they
like an Avengers X-Force team.
Yeah, and the fact that they poorly cloned the Illuminati.
They're trying to figure out how they did it too.
Yeah, but
they're weird. They're weird, like bro
yeah, they're
Illuminati.
like frat boy Illuminatis. Like they're like talking to each other. Yeah, bro, like get swole. Like,
well,
what?
yeah, they're using like Zoomer speech.
Yeah, I like that it's Guru Strange because he never became a doctor.
Yeah.
And like it's so like wacky, you know. Wolverine Aura is so fun in the book. Like more so than her own title.
Oh, she's a psychopath in that book.
Yeah. She was like, I was beating the Hulk. Like I was gonna kill a Hulk.
She's talking Namor of all people.
Right. I'm confused about Hulk space.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I'm not reading actual Hulk now, so I don't know what any of that is, but Banner's locked inside Hulk. Yeah,
and Hulk being involved there and Hulk being involved in Empire is also very like, all right.
Don't worry about that.
I know, I understand, but it's also like they're two very different versions of the Hulk. It's not like it's the same version of the Hulk and you're just like, okay, so this happened in different points in time and blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, well, where's the fluctuation point between our current Hulk continuity on the ground in Marvel and Space Hulk?
Don't worry about it. That's what it comes down to.
I can't not
just don't worry about it. It's like, we wanted to do an event, we needed to use him, and they go, okay, we're going to keep writing this. And they go, okay, and that's it.
Yeah, I think part of the reason, like, you know, with Al's question is I don't get the lag. I don't get the lag because I do worry about this shit. I want it all to make sense. It's like I rack my brain.
You got to hand wave a lot of this bullshit.
Well, what was the biggest reason that Flashpoint pissed me off? Because right before that, I actually got
the amount of titles, yeah. Okay.
No, not the amount of titles.
Okay, yeah.
But right before that, I got a solid comprehension of the fucking DC timeline where I could explain it to people, and then they just wiped it. And
well, now we have the new history of the DC universe. You could do that again, just for them to fuck it all up again.
I don't want the new history. I want the old history.
Nope.
With the new history,
new history is what counts.
It's like I said, and I've said it 1,000 times. There is no reboot. No such thing as a reboot. There are hinges.
Who said reboot?
But that's what I'm saying. It's like all timeline is hinged by an event altered, and it's still the same timeline. It's just altered.
Correct. But the only thing that counts is from that hinge forward.
Also, in New Avengers, symbiotes smell.
Like, symbiotes can smell you, or they have a smell?
No, they have a smell. They give off a smell. Like, Winter Soldier can smell Carnage before he reveals himself.
Does he smell like rotting flesh? Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's something I don't think has ever been brought up before, is that symbiotes give off a smell.
yeah, that normal people could smell. Yeah, that's a little weird. You think it's gooey? They might smell like gack. You ever smelled gack?
Like Nickelodeon gack?
Yeah, it has a very distinct smell. You know, they're all slimy, and gross.
And the fake Xavier, what's he called?
I don't know.
I forgot. I forgot what they called him.
I don't remember.
But like when they crowded him and he pushed them all away with the TK instead of like to me my X-Men, he goes, "Away my haters."
Yeah,
like that should be on a T-shirt. I would buy that. Away my haters.
Oh, you just go make that.
Yeah, I think I might make that. Yeah, Sam Humphrey's killing it on New Avengers. Mm-hmm. That's good shit.
Yeah, it's a fun read. That and West Coast Avengers just ended, and that was. I know we had talked about it when it was starting, but like throughout, it's such a great read for such a bullshit book. I never thought I'd be into a West Coast Avengers, and the best character was the bullshit new character, Blue Bolt,
hands down,
without a doubt.
He absolutely carried the book, and I say I like that book despite all the other shit that I would not like about that book.
But like the book knew it. They gave him the time he needed, and it was like we were juggling time between him and Ultron.
Yeah.
And everyone else is kind of there supporting those stories going on. You know, a little bit of Firestar.
Right.
So.
Which, you know, I'm an OG Firestar fan when she shows up and stuff, like from the cartoon.
So yeah, it's good. I like to see where Blue Bolt goes.
Goes from there. Yeah.
And he's one of ours. He's a mutant.
I'd like to see like, you know, like a Panther Redemption, kind of like, you know, like maybe a solo title, him just like.
Well, it's not really spoilers, but at the end of the book, because like Blue Bolt kind of gets off. Like they say, like, hey, he did all this stuff and now he's out. He's out of prison.
Like he got it. He won his freedom.
And Ultron's off the table, so they're talking about getting another crop of inmates to bring into the rehabilitation program. So there might be another volume. So we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So from last week, a few things I liked. Something that didn't really matter. Let's start with the thing that didn't matter because it's literally like, Imperial War Black Panther by Victor Lavelle, Jonathan Hickman, and art by Cafu. Really well written. Had nothing to do with anything. Like it's happening on the periphery of Imperial, right? It's Black Panther dealing with like having to like juggle things like a ceasefire and trying to get in communication with people, getting backstabbed. But I don't see what it has to do with anything. Like you could have not read it and it wouldn't matter for the story completely.
I mean, the She-Hulk one shot was kind of the same.
Okay, I didn't read the She-Hulk one shot, so.
Yeah, She-Hulk one shot is about her on Sakaar, investigating the murder of Hyro. Is that his name?
The kid?
Hulk's other son?
I forget his name.
Hulk's other son. The one that's not Scar.
Yeah.
But investigating his murder and just like, you know, her being from like Law and Order Earth and dealing with we solve problems by killing people here, you know. So like
our law is punches.
Yeah, so it wasn't very applicable as to what's going on in Empire.
Yeah, but at least that's like setting something up because she's getting a title of her own.
But that's what it was. It was set up for her own title.
And that's fine. I don't know if Black Panther's gonna be setting anything up, but for me it was just like
doesn't he already have a title of his own?
He has a title. I don't know if that's gonna like mean anything, you know what I mean? Like
sure.
There seems to be a little bit of setup in it, but I don't know where it's going. Like I said, well written, just kind of toss it off to the side like nothing.
Okay.
Let's talk about the other thing that was just kind of in the middle on Immortal Legend Batman.
That's the space one, right?
Yeah. Kyle Higgins, Matt Groom, Erica D'Urso, and Dan Mora. So team for writing, team for art. It's not bad. It's just really weird. Like I liked it for what it's doing, but skinning the Batman like lore into it and characters feels really weird. All the names are there, but everything's wrong.
Okay.
Like, the current Batman is Bruce Wayne. There was a previous Batman. Because Batman is now a title. So Batman, Robin, and Nightwing are titles. and they protect the universe from this evil thingy, right? Like the bad guys.
Who was the original Batman?
I don't know who the original Batman is.
But it wasn't Bruce Wayne.
It wasn't Bruce Wayne. The previous Batman is Thomas Wayne.
Okay, well that tracks in some way.
Yeah, sure. Maybe not Thomas Wayne because they don't specifically say who is Elliot's father.
Thomas Elliot? Like Hush?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, it might be him. Anyway.
Okay.
But you choose your successor. You train them, and they become, because it's a secret. The whole universe thinks that these weapons are immortal, kind of like Marvel stuff.
Okay.
The current Nightwing is Dick, but the previous Nightwing was
Kryptonian.
I don't know, but it was just like everything was out of order.
Okay.
Like the time, like the current Robin is Tim, and he was trained by Stephanie, kind of thing. Like the order's wrong.
Yeah, that's. You can, that kind of shit, honestly, like that takes me out of stories because, like, I'll laugh at it.
That's what I mean. Like, it's like, skinning the Batman lore into it. It's just like that's the wrong order. That shouldn't be there. That's not how they're connected, kind of thing.
Right, but if you know Stephanie, like, she was Robin for 2 weeks, and it was only a ploy to get Tim to come back to being Robin.
Yeah,
it was a manipulation on Bruce's part.
But
I know. It's just wacky to think of someone who was like a spoof Robin. Trained Tim as a predecessor. It's just like,
but again, it's not.
That's wrong.
It's not. It's
nope,
literally. It's just names.
That's like me watching comic book movies. I'm like, nope, that's wrong.
Yes,
nope, that's wrong.
The whole
nope,
book. The whole book is nope, that's wrong. And it's all like it's like future sci-fi western shit going on.
Okay.
Where they're all teched out and they're hopping planets, and the idea of the book is Batman's gone rogue and he's killing people, and the big thing is. Everyone's talking about how Batman killed a cryogenicist on whatever planet, and it's a problem because they're only supposed to fight these like manifestations of like mindless darkness that came through a void kind of thing. That's what the weapons are for.
That sounds manga-ish.
Yeah, kinda. But Bruce has found out that they're somehow infecting people, and their first villain's Two-Face, and Two-Face can shapeshift, and he looks like Bruce on a planet.
Okay.
So he's there, and he's the sheriff, and like he's helping everyone out, and like everyone loves him, but on the side he's murdering people because he likes seeing them suffer.
But that's why Batman's looking for Bruce Wayne.
Yes,
he is Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
but he's looking for Two-Face.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I remember that from the synopsis.
Like I said, I'm going to continue to read it. I like them. They're the team that do Radiant Black. So cool setup. It's just like you could have done this whole thing and not have Batman involved in it at all.
Right.
It would have been a cool concept on its own, but you had to shove Batman into it to make it an Elseworld. So.
See, that's a shame because, like, you know, like a space western on its own, like, sounds like it would have been more interesting. Like Batman being like that skin being forced into a theme where it's not like really at home is not really appealing to me. But
like the lore makes sense. It just feels bad because you have preconceived connotations of what these people should be and what order they should have come about and what Batman and the family is, and it's not that at all.
Yeah, that kind of sucks because like you go on preconceived notions when it's like property themed, you know. Whereas like I don't remember who wrote it or who was doing the artwork, but Copperhead, remember that like Western?
I didn't read it, but I am aware. Yeah,
I loved Copperhead. I thought Copperhead was fantastic.
Yeah, another one that was weird, but I liked it. I had popped out of Thor, but I read The Mortal Thor #1, and that's by Al Ewing. That's by Al Ewing and Pasquale Ferry, and it's an interesting idea. Thor dies at the end of his last volume, The Immortal Thor, and Loki erases his existence. Like, Thor never existed in the universe. He's gone. Like, when people reference the Avengers, one of the founding members is Beta Ray Bill.
What's his motivation for that? Why erase him if he's dead already?
I don't know. I think that was part of him dying. I'm not positive, because I didn't read it. I was talking to somebody about it, because I knew they read it, and I was like, hey, can you explain to me what's going on? And he just basically just said that Thor died, and Loki murdered Thor and erased him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's more like insult to injury. Like, I killed you.
Sure.
All right.
Sure. So right now, he's just a guy who doesn't really remember a whole lot from his past. He's Swedish, and he lives in an apartment, and he says, I don't know what I do. I know my name. I know I'm from Sweden, and I know I work with a hammer.
I am's what I am's, and that's all that I am's. I flipped through that book. Didn't he, like, assault people with that hammer? Like, didn't he, like
Okay.
Because, from what I saw, it looked like he straight and murdered people with a hammer.
He did. It was brutal.
Yeah.
So he does not have work. He has bills. He has to find work. So he puts his hammer in a bag and goes, I work with a hammer. So he goes to an open call for, construction workers. And it's the scummy guy who's trying to get scabs to go, cross a picket line kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And then he stands up to them. And they're trying to strong arm him, and he's like, "Go fuck yourselves!" And he walks off, and he causes the rest of the people there to walk off too because they don't want to be scabs. And then the scummy business guy has a gang, right? Who they send after him to teach him a lesson.
Okay.
And they're like the Thunder Gods or something like that, and they're all wearing Thor runes.
Okay.
They're a gang. And then they go assault him in an alley, and he beats the shit out of him with the hammer.
I was going to say.
And it's just a regular hammer. It's like a little 5-pound sledge or a 3-pound sledge, and he's knocking in their faces. They're dead.
Right.
And then he decides, because a thunderstorm happened at the time, is I'm going to go by Thor, and I'm going to take out bad people. So even as a nobody, he's just all right, I'm going to be a hero. But he murdered those people.
That's the
no powers.
The takeaway I got is I don't know how you get away with murdering people as a non-god on Earth with a hammer.
I was about it. It was cool.
You said he's Swedish. Is he in Sweden?
No, he's in New York.
He's in America.
But
so he did not get arrested for murdering these people.
It ended with him looking triumphant in the alley with a lightning bolt hitting behind him during a thunderstorm. So we'll see.
Okay,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, self-defense. They attacked him first. They were going to kill him with a knife.
Sure. I bet the bugle won't even run ahead.
Yeah. But the thing is doing the thing for Thor, for me, that makes it interesting and bringing it down to ground level, right? It's taking Thor and making him a guy.
Making him a murderer.
Thor hasn't killed people before. You think it's better because he did it with lightning and a magic hammer instead of it being a dude in an alley?
Yes. Because in the context of Thor being Thor, he murders the fuck out of people.
Yeah.
And it's, there's a blind eye turned towards it. Because usually he's killing creatures of myth or frost giants. He's not usually murdering people.
You're telling me he's never killed a guy?
I'm sure he has.
And everyone went, "Holy shit, that's a god! We can't do anything about it." And they moved on with their life.
But you don't see it in your average store book. He's usually fighting.
Yeah.
Again, monsters of myth.
Right. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't think it's going to come into play.
You ever notice how they go to war with how many realms are there? 7?
There's
9?
10. There's 10 now because of Angela.
Okay, yeah, but how many times have they gone to war with Midgard? None.
Yeah, because
then they'd be murderers.
A tiny little being. Yeah, and Loki shows up and he's like a street urchin who's keeping an eye on Thor and being all weird and Ridley about it. I like that. I will continue to read that. Let's see where it goes. But it's we all know what's going to happen. He's going to die in a heroic fight, right? He's still going to be mortal. He'll die heroically. He'll go to Valhalla and be all right, I'm Thor. And then he'll just be Thor again. You know what I mean? We all know how it's going to go.
Jane should become a Thor again and cockblock him from becoming Thor.
Ooh.
And they'd be why can't I be Thor?
Yeah.
And be oh, too late. She's Thor again. Only one of you gets to be Thor from now on.
Well, she's got the all weapon now, so she doesn't need that shit.
The all weapon?
Yeah. It is all weapons. It's like a shape-shifting weapon, so it becomes whatever you need in the moment.
So you can turn it into a Mjolnir?
You can turn it into a hammer. You can turn it into a spear. Whatever the fuck you want. It could be a shield. Whatever you want. It's gold. Last thing from last week I read that I enjoyed was Shredder #1 by Dan Waters, Michelle Bandini. Good read.
Yeah.
Moral of the story, don't fuck around with Shredder.
Is he back, or is this a throwback story?
No, he's back.
Oh.
Yeah. So, the foot's collapsed, and he kind of comes back to reclaim, his home. And
in Japan?
No, in New York.
So this does not fit in with current continuity Turtles?
I think it does.
But the foot is not collapsed. In current continuity Turtles, they are the police of Manhattan.
Yeah, that's... his organization is gone. The shell of his home has been taken over by remnants of the foot.
Okay.
And people are there. So he goes through and just kills everyone.
Oh.
Except an old student of his who's the one running the show now. And she actually puts him down because she has powers of some kind. Don't know why. And then he gets taken by the government. And the government goes, hey, we want to hire you to go do this?" And he's like, "Why should I fucking help you?" It's like, "Because that student took you out, and that's who we're going after." And he's like, "All right."
Oh, so they're going after his former student?
Yeah.
And all right.
Yeah, it's cool. And they do a thing where they like, and we've put together this cool mech suit of all the like we've recovered pieces from your fights over the years, blah blah blah. And they give him like a high tech like shredder mech suit, and he's like, "This is stupid," and he like rips it apart, and he just takes some shoulder pads, the helmet, the wrist claw thingies, and a couple other pads, and he's like, "I'm gonna do it the right way."
Oh, well, that sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds something like.
Otherwise, yeah, he's just a scary old man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just wondering how like it worked as far like him infiltrating Manhattan and having a hard time of it like the Turtles are.
He just walked in.
Sure.
Where he looked like a homeless dude.
Okay.
And like the agency was like watching the house, and they're like, "You just let the old man walk in." And he's like, "Whoa, too bad for him." And then he kills everyone, and then those guys get reamed out by the superiors.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Got anything for this week?
I have tons of shit from this week. I mean, there's the elephant in the room that is Batman #1.
Batman. Na, 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 na. That's not the song I just threw together. Batman and Nana Nanas. Yeah,
Right.
thank God.
You weren't there in the 60s. It's
I've
fine.
seen
It's
episodes.
right,
I'm aware of the guy. He's got ears, right?
yeah. Yes.
Did
that
the
guy.
dance? There were 3 Catwomen. So good after dealing with fucking Hush 2, which isn't even over. We've got Batman #1, and we still need 2 issues of Batman Hush.
Need is a strong word. I don't need that at all.
No, I don't need it either. I have
Especially after this issue.
No,
I
yeah,
could just
yeah.
move on.
Oh God, it's just like it sucked that Zdarsky's run had to end because it was good.
Yes.
But this is just like, oh, it's good again. Nice. And it doesn't feel like you're missing a beat because Jorge Jimenez is drawing it. So it's just like, same.
Right.
So we went from Zdarsky to Fraction, and Jimenez is still here.
I mean, my bias being a Tim guy, like I could not be more happy having Batman and Robin be Bruce.
Yeah, and he just had like a little last page reveal of like, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
But a lot of cool stuff on the table where they're doing like Commissioner, not Commissioner anymore. I'm sorry.
Right.
Gordon. It's attached in my brain like his partner. He's a beat cop.
And I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter who's writing him. The character takes over whatever minimal dialogue he has. Because it was just like a stupid interaction with him and his new partner, B-Cop, and she gets him a coffee, and she's like, "I don't know how you could drink that. It's like 90 degrees." And he's like, "It's part of the job." Like,
yeah.
You know, it's like you've been doing this forever, and you've been doing this longer than I've been alive.
I think it's an old man thing.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I mentioned before, I used to work on like swimming pools, so it was a summer thing, and I did that for a while. And I worked with an older guy. He was like in his 60s, Vietnam vet, saw some crazy shit. Weird dude, but in like a good way. His name was Walter, and he would get a big old hot cup of coffee every day, no matter what, and drink it, no matter what. Like I'm talking about 100-degree weather, drinking hot coffee.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
There's something so endearing about Gordon as a character. Like I don't like the most minimal amount of page. Like, the man can do no wrong, as far as I'm concerned.
Batman suit, I don't love it, but it's solid.
I like it.
We talked about it before, but the new logo looks a little too close to the Nightwing logo for me.
Yeah, I don't see it as a problem.
It's just weird.
Now if him and Dick are standing on top of a building, they'll be uniform. They'll look like they're a team.
I guess.
Tim will just be standing off to the side like, I wish I was wearing blue now.
And this issue is basically standalone. You could have read this and walked away and no big deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got a little Killer Croc thing going on, and he's changing. Like physically he's changing and mentally he's changing. He's like innocent like a child. And it was a very sweet issue.
Yeah, it was a sweet issue. I'm kind of like, again, tying the ties between books, which I shouldn't do. But I'm kind of like, what does this mean for Janet and Poison Ivy? Because he was having like a budding romance.
Not anymore.
With a woman in
sure.
In that book.
You can't do that stuff.
I know. I'm just like, I'm hoping it's not the end of that, because that's kind of cool. Because Janet's Ivy's girlfriend.
Yeah.
And they're like, because I guess Harley and Ivy are in an open relationship.
Yeah, they're that's what I gather.
Yeah, because Janet is like Ivy's live-in girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
and whenever Ivy's off villaining, apparently Croc is boning her.
Sure.
It's like, okay.
But Croc's also like 4 years old mentally at this point.
Yeah, in the Batman title.
Yeah, he's like, he's speaking in like a toddler would he?
You scary man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's worried about himself being scary, like looking at a dinosaur. He's got a little toy dinosaur.
Yeah.
The doctor's helping him, like this is Waylon, not Killer Croc. Like, you're doing this stuff.
Yeah, I kind of like that, like, you almost don't like Batman in the beginning of the issue because he's being a real hard stance, like, Croc's Croc, and the doctor's like, no, he's Waylon. Like, he's a patient, we're going to work with him. And then it's like, all right, like, And that's, like, one of those things where, like, that's an age-old thing with him where he's, like, constantly a hard ass, and, like, the family's always like, walk it back. Like, like, don't be that guy.
Right, but like he didn't have to punch Croc in the face and Croc start like crying. Like Croc just said a couple things, and then he immediately softened up. And he's like, "Hey, man, that's cool." He takes his cowl off in front of him.
Yeah, that was a big
just
shock.
to make himself more like human.
That was a big shock.
To make him not scared of him.
It's like your face changed.
Yeah, no, he said your head changed.
Yeah, your head changed.
Your head different. Yeah, but it was very good. And the other, I would say the big thing, the Alfred AI.
Yeah, the Alfred AI is dope.
Where it's just like
it.
Now Alfred's like riding along with him, and he's like projected into the seat and on the scene.
Yeah.
Like, cool, Alfred's back, but he's not.
Yeah. I think it's funny when, it's one of those things about like how Bruce sees himself when he takes the cowl off, and Croc's like, your head's different. And he's like, if you say so. Mm-hmm. Because, like that cowl on or off, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Like,
I mean, one of the things that got me was like the interaction at the end where Croc is leaving with the doctor and Batman's like, they have a little interaction where Batman says something and then Croc says something back and Croc doesn't believe him because he feels like Batman's scared or something like that, and he gives him his toy dinosaur to comfort Batman. And then Batman brings it home and puts it on a shelf. He keeps it.
Yeah, it's the start of a new trophy room.
Right.
Yeah.
But like a nice one.
Because he said when they're sitting there with the dinosaur, he's like, I had one of these.
Yeah.
He's like, I had one of these in my house.
Yeah.
He's where? In my house. A big house.
Yeah, big house, yeah.
It's
like I said, you don't expect a Batman issue to be like a sweet kind of like thing like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at that. You're a good guy. I think if this is setting the tone for the series, it'll be a much less of a I'm Batman.
Yeah, be a more heroic Batman.
Yeah. I mean, that's given out in the fact that he's wearing blue too. So
which I'm calling it now. If he's going to be a kinder, gentler, like more understanding Batman, we will not see Catwoman in this entire arc.
Maybe
she was like, I would have married you on that rooftop in a heartbeat if you were acting like this.
Yeah.
Where did this come from?
If you keep Catman, if you keep Catwoman out of it, and you just have it like being like, hey, we're gonna repair the family kind of book, cool, do that. I'm fine with that.
The kids bring her home in the last issue, be like, we all said she was cool when you were being psycho. Like, we told her she can stay.
Mm-hmm. Other DC book I read, I'm gonna go to a couple indies. Cheetah and Cheshire robbed the Justice League #2.
Chi-Chi?
Che-Che.
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 Chi-Che.
Che-Che. By Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott. Still a fun read.
How funny is that book?
As far as?
Cheetah and Cheshire are planning this thing in Cheshire's apartment. Mm-hmm. Her daughter.
Oh, with her daughter, yeah.
Her daughter's now like, what, 10, 9, 8?
No, she's gotta be like a teenager.
Yeah, you think she's that old?
Yeah.
All right.
So let's say like 13, 14, 15.
Well, she had a little glow up because she's she got multi hair now. She's a little punk rock kid.
Yeah.
But this is her daughter with Roy Harper with Red Arrow Arsenal. This is the girl we saw crushed as an infant in a building and cry for justice.
Yeah.
This child, when presumed dead, made Oliver Queen go find Prometheus and cut his arm off.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, just Cheetah, when she's like, "What are you guys doing? Playing a job?" And she's like, "What are you gonna go tell your dad if we are?" like just making jokes like your dad's a hero. Like that's like it's ridiculous.
But she ends up helping them too. Like it's just like, hey, cool. This is my mom. This is her friend. They're just doing stuff.
And they're making, like recommendations for like members to be on the team.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, like Jade's like Shaggy Man, and she just like, Shaggy Man's not a recommendation, that's a joke.
Yeah.
And it's like, look at shit on Rick Flag.
Yeah. Yeah, but like a lot of it was that like they have the thing where it's like Cheshire brings up like, hey, we gotta get some of the A-listers, and she does like no A-listers.
Yeah.
but they're A-listers for a reason. It's like, yeah, they're A-listers, but they're all like mega maniacal like assholes. And it's not if they'll stab you in the back, it's when. Like, you got to go for people who aren't up there.
Yeah.
You know, which is like
solid reasoning.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, people who are not going to be after themselves. But in the course of the issue, they're trying to put together a 6-person team. So the 2 of them, they need 4 more, and they get 2, 1 possible, and then we have to fill the 6th slot.
Yeah.
And they get Hazard, who I had to look up what her name was because they never said it in the issue. They say her name's Becky, and I had to look up. But she can manipulate like probability and luck, and she got new powers after absolute power, and now she can manipulate electronics.
Okay.
Then we got Clarion, and what's his
Teakle.
Teakle.
Yeah.
A terrible name. His familiar cat. Yeah. So we got magic, and then they find their daughter.
For the parameters of what they're trying to set, inviting Clarion to the table, I feel is problematic.
Why?
Because he's essentially Loki.
Okay. But Cheetah told him some sort of secret and baited him with like...
Yeah, she baited him with knowledge.
We're going to get in there and you're going to find all kinds of shit that like no one else is going to be able to get. Secret knowledge, artifacts. So he's in. Historically,
Clarion is very backstabby for the fuck of it.
Okay.
For the fun of it. He is a childlike... he's like teen.
He looks like teen in here. I've seen him be like an 8-year-old.
He's definitely more teenish, but he's got like that I'm still an 8-year-old prankster kind of mentality.
Okay.
Like, he's super smart. He's, trained in the dark arts. Like, he's super, super intelligent, but he's just fickle.
And then they find a super strong, like, little girl. Well, not little girl. She's like in her mid-20s, but she's just like 100 pounds soaking wet, like very petite, like chick. I have no idea who she is.
And I'm not entirely sure who she is, but I think it might be Misfit from previous Birds of Prey.
I don't know who that is.
That's going to be a problem. Because if that girl is who I think it is, she's a hero.
I mean, with the absolute power dispersal, like, it could be anybody.
It could be anybody.
It could be some nobody who's like, I got powers all of a sudden.
Yeah. So. It's just the aesthetic. Pink hair and bright colors and whatever. And Misfit from Birds of Prey, when I was reading it, was a little redhead. She didn't have pink hair, but she's still dressed like she's dressed like a superhero mutt. Okay, like she's dressed like a mashing of the Birds of Prey. Kind of look like Batgirl, kind of not.
Well, she's super strong. Yeah, like she punches 3 tanks into a building and collapses the building at a protest.
Right,
like she's like, fuck the cops, we're here protesting for a good cause, kind of thing. Yeah, it's cool. Just to bring the team together is a fun read. Yeah, and it looks beautiful. Like, the art's awesome.
Yeah, art was great. Yeah.
Anything else from this week you read?
ASM 975.
Didn't get there yet. I actually need to catch up on Spidey. I'm a little ways behind.
It's weird, man. Like, Pete's in space, and he's Pete. Like, I don't, and that's the thing. Like, it's a new arc, I guess.
Yeah. We switched art away from terrible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
for some of it. For some of it, it's a double-sized issue. Some art's terrible.
Okay.
But, like, in the last issue, in 974, we had Peter Parker and Spider-Man running around, and they were not the same person. And they, like, meet at the end of the issue, and Pete's acting, like, pompous at work, and he's getting, like, promotions and overstepping his friend who got him. Well, he's working at Rand right now. Yeah. And a childhood friend got him the job.
Yep.
So, like, he figured something out. He was supposed to be working together with that guy, but, like, the lady in charge is kind of like, yeah, I know it was you, and when, like, you're smarter than him, like, take the thing. And he was, I guess, supposed to, like, let his friend take it, and he took it anyway, whatever.
Okay.
But anyway, turns out it's Ben Reilly. And it's like, well...
So he's just stepping in?
Yeah, to be Pete? But that's the thing. Like, there's no... Why are you doing this? There's no explanation as to why he's doing it. Like, why is your hair brown? Like, why'd you tie your hair to look like Pete? Why are you living Pete's life and not living up to the obligations anywhere else but, like, the work? Like, he's not going to visit Aunt May, and he's not going to do, like, Pete stuff. He's just going to work.
Well, Pete's got to keep a job.
Yeah, and
That's a, hey, do me a solid, Ben.
and he shits all over the guy who's pretending to be Spider-Man because he doesn't have spider sense. Mm-hmm. So he's just like, he's like, you know what my first clue is? The fact that I can kick your ass and you don't know what's coming. And it's like, that's cool.
If he was being Ben, why couldn't he also be Spider-Man?
Because he's Chasm.
Okay.
I don't know. I really have no idea. There's no reason why. I guess,
and that's the shoes that you have to fill. You need two people to be Peter Parker.
Right?
You need two whole people to live his life that he ruins on a daily basis.
On a daily basis. There's a lot of talent to ruin both lives like that, But I can't wait to find out how he wound up
why he's in space.
Yeah, and what were the fail-safes that put these people into play covering for him. Because it's Norman in the spider suit.
So he's too old.
Yeah,
he should not be doing that.
Absolutely.
He should not be.
If Harry were running around out there, fine.
Does he have like a tech enhanced suit, or is he just out there in fucking?
There's no
web shooters and spandex. Because if he is, whoa boy.
Well, honestly, I thought once Ben Reilly revealed himself, I thought there was going to be issues because Spider-Man's wearing it looks like a Ben Reilly costume. He's got the bracelets and the ankle cuffs.
So they're going to be some sort of extra tech for him to be able to be Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's not die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he has a moment where he goes back to his office or whatever and pulls the mask off, and he's like, better to be part of this legacy than to,
sure,
continue in mine, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But Pete was on a planet, starving near half to death. This weird-ass alien scientist guy picks him up. I forget his name. But they are buddies. They're living it up. Pete's like, this is great. He's like, I don't have any of the bullshit of, Earth problems. I'm doing science stuff with this guy, and he's great, and he's smart, until he finds out that he's got, a basement full of sentient alien life forms trapped.
For fun?
For research.
Oh, okay.
For research and experimentation and shit. So Pete's like, that's not cool. You let them go now. And he's like, that's not going to happen. And he's like, the only reason why you're not in one of those cubes is because you're smart, and I took an extra liking to you because you're smart and useful.
So it's like, you're my pet still, though.
Basically, he makes that analogy.
Uh-huh.
He's like, my favorite pet doesn't have to run free. It can be in a cage. And Pete's just like, oh no, yeah. So he beats the shit out of that guy. That guy wears some kind of special suit, and Pete got it, and that's how he kicked his ass.
Okay.
And it's able to transform or take shape or whatever.
Sure.
So Pete has this very new, cool spider suit that basically looks like if Warlock, if a phalanx made a spider suit. It's black with yellow lines.
I've seen the art, and it looks good. It's like an updated black suit, which is okay, cool.
Yeah, as long as
it's one of the more successful looking suits in the past few years.
Yeah, if it starts talking, I'm gonna be upset. If it's self-friend as a spider, I'm gonna it's like, oh boy, I thought we were going good.
Yeah,
but the artwork's good. It's very different. Mm-hmm. It's very, very different. And he tells the people, he's like, my name's Peter, and I'm going to help you guys. And one of the people that's trapped is Rocket. And Rocket's, in front of the whole pack of people coming out, because, they want you to see him. He's, right up front proper. And he's like, great, another Peter who thinks he's, high and mighty or a hero or whatever. And I'm like, oh, boy. I said, you know what I could take, 6 to 8 issues of?
Rocket team up?
Rocket and Pete. Just fucking talking shit, please. And if that wasn't enough, Rocket, because it's never enough Rocket for me. And I hate the Guardians. I just like Rocket.
Sure, fair.
Imperial War Exiles, which is the Professor X book, the Shi'ar chapter of Empire. Mm-hmm. So wow, what a twisted thing to get there, right? Professor X is trapped in a prison, gets sprung, shits on all the X-Men, uses the last egg to resurrect Hope, the messiah of the mutant race. No, I resurrected my wife. With the bird lady, she's not even a mutant.
Don't worry about it. We did Cap.
We did Cap with the shield, which I still really wish they would be like, Steve's a mutant now. Fuck you, people.
Just wait. You gotta get the right writer to drop that in a few years, and it'll be it'll be great.
Melt. Mm-hmm. No, he's a dirty mutant. But now it's mom and dad off into space to save their daughter, hanging out with crazy Aunt Deathbird, which Deathbird's also a very special treat when you get her and you don't like get her enough because she's always just like drenched in the blood of my enemies. It's I like her. I was almost hoping Vulcan would show up. I was like, the two of you just romance and carnage. They make their getaway and right as because there's another faction of Imperial Guard being led by this guy who's claiming that he's the illegitimate son of the old Emperor Tekken. So he's making a claim for the throne because that's all the fucking Shi'ar Empire is people.
But that's what Imperial's about, is people making claims for thrones.
But even without Empire or whatever, even without that, that's all the Shi'ar are. It's people overthrowing for that throne. So there's such a depth to go down with that whole like lineage of alien, and it's all just fucking fighting over a chair. But that faction of the Imperial Guard catch up to Deathbird and what the hell's their daughter's name?
I don't remember.
Xandra?
Maybe.
Right, because it's with an X?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I read her name all the time, and I don't care about her enough to not remember.
She's not enough of a character, which is my other problem with the Shi'ar is they're not like featured in enough stuff on a regular to actually like get invested in them. But Chuck and the wife and kid take off, and Deathbird makes a final stand where she's just like, I'll buy you time. And it's like, yeah, just like Deathbird, it's good shit. And Lilandra puts out a call to what will be the team of exiles, and you get Kid Gladiator.
His dad's busy doing stuff, so why not?
But we haven't seen since the school.
Okay.
Right. We have Rocket, which going to be a good time. Corsair, which...
That's a bad choice.
That's a terrible choice. Corsair should be like, you have a daughter? You know what you did to my sons? You left one of my sons for dead, you asshole.
Can I marry your daughter?
Can I marry your daughter?
I'm not really into birds, more into cats, but
you know,
whatever.
Cats? Yeah. I Corsair working with them setting-wise makes sense. But this is an opportunity for dialogue that you can never get again. Like, I want Corsair to shit on Xavier.
It should be the two of them arguing about Scott all the time.
Yeah.
I'm his dad. No, I'm his dad. I'm his dad. No, I'm his dad.
Talking about not even like laying claims to like who's his dad, but who did him worse.
Yeah, who shit on him worse, yeah.
You know, it's like, you pushed him out of a plane with his brother and I took him in. You're like, you trained him to be a child soldier and fucking pushed him into danger every other Tuesday. Like,
yeah.
Like,
so is you have Kid Gladiator. You know who I miss? Warbird.
His liaison.
She was great.
Warbird was just like another version of Deathbird. That's why they're both that same kind of like.
Yeah, I like her more than Deathbird though.
Yeah. All right. She's
more human. She seemed like more of a person than Deathbird, not like human. Like, she felt like more of a person. Like, you saw her arc being like, I'm Warbird, I'm this robotic, like, bodyguard. And she kind of, like, softened up and she had a little bit of an arc.
A little bit. She had the comfort of being in Wolverine and the X-Men, which got a little tongue-in-cheek and stuff, which, like, I didn't really feel, like, fit her character. It was a fun read. And, like, yeah, maybe in that environment she would have, like, softened and got, like, wacky. But, like, being who she is and like her pedigree of being in the Shi'ar, she should have been acting more like Deathbird. And I know Deathbird is very one note. Yeah. But like I said, their whole thing is not fleshed out.
I get what you're saying. I'm just
saying the most play she's ever had is when she married Vulcan.
It's just a personal preference of mine.
I couldn't stand when she married Vulcan, and she's just like, and now you're my king, and you're the king of the Shi'ar Empire. And it's like, no, bitch, this is your moment. Like you're like, this is your time. Like I don't like her playing second fiddle to anybody. Honestly, I liked it back in the old days when she wanted to kill her sister. Like back in my day.
Right.
Yeah. But the other character they revealed was Danger.
Well, she's been gone for a long time.
She's been gone since pre-Krakoa, if I recall.
Yeah.
And
well, they had to pull her off the table for Krakoa anyway because like she would have been on the bad side.
Exactly.
Yeah. So she had to go away.
She was a question mark I had the whole time reading that whole era. Was just like, what happens? What happens then? Because I was waiting for Jeffries to defect from mutants. I was, but he could
have been a bridge. There could have been like a faction
of. They threw him in the hole without even telling anybody.
Yeah,
they were just like, "Hey, there's a bunch of people in the hole." And it's like, why is Jeffries there?
Because he's he would be an issue with the plot, so we had to throw him in there.
Right.
That's all that was.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why not write that story? Like, why not, like you know, the government of Krakoa was fucked up. Right? Right from the beginning. Sabretooth is a piece of shit, but they sent Sabretooth on a mission. Sabretooth got back from the mission, and they went, oh, you kill people. And he went, yeah. And he went, oh, well, we made laws that you can't kill people, so now you go in the hole. And he was like, bro, you made those laws after I got, you know.
No. That's not what happened. That's what happened.
That is what happened.
But then they said, you can't kill people. He's like, I'm always going to kill people. I'm never going to stop. He's saying that I'm not going to stop killing people. If you let me get out of here, I'm going to kill more people. They're like, all right, in the hole. They were going to give him the pass, but he said he would keep killing.
I don't remember them being willing to give him a pass. I didn't think he was getting a pass at all.
Okay, that's how I remember it.
All right,
is that like he did the thing, and they're like, hey, the laws are here. You're not supposed to do that. And he's like, fuck you. I'm going to keep killing. I'm going to kill everybody all the time. And they're like, all right, in the hole. That's how I remember it.
I don't remember that because I remember them really like pulling like a fast one on him, going like, oh, you did the thing we said you can't do, and he's like, you said it after the fact.
Yeah, I don't remember it being a bait and switch like that.
I think there might have been like you know like you act like you're not going to do it. And he's like, no, I'm going to keep doing it. And they're like, yeah, you're a problem. Like, you know, but I don't. Go back and read that.
Yeah, just gonna check it out.
If anybody knows, write in. But I think it would have been funny to show them be like real scumbags and sit down with Jeffries and be like, listen, this is who our enemy is for the foreseeable future. We can't trust you. Like, you're in love with machines.
Yeah, a little bit, but I think there was just like, all right, put him somewhere it wouldn't be trouble. Like with Danger, where they just like ignored her existence.
Yeah.
So where has she been?
Well, that's the thing. Like, Willinger says she sent word out, and when she says she sent the word out, it's just one panel of each of these characters, and that's all you get. And Danger, like, she looks powered down. Like her eyes aren't even open; they're just like dark holes, and she's like up against a wall with guns around her. Like the guns are on the wall. Like it looks like she's in an armory. It looks
she
like
in a Jawa sandcrawler.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like she's in a Punisher van. Honestly, it's just guns around her. Yeah. But that's it. Like so, you know, Rocket's just standing there, and Corsair's sitting at a table playing cards or some shit. But Kid Gladiator's on his knees. Looks like he's grieving. And it's like, your dad's not dead, bro. Like your dad's just in a different part of the galaxy.
Yeah.
Like he's cut off from the Shi'ar Empire because they closed all the gates.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm real interested to see where the hell fucking Danger is.
Cool. Yeah. Danger is probably the most interesting thing there for me.
Yeah. Rocket's fun. Corsair's fun.
I would say just to see because
Kid Gladiator's going to be there to be a powerhouse.
Sure.
Ooh, Kid Gladiator and Xandra budding romance.
Oh yeah, you could do with them what you never did with because Gladiator's in love with Alondra, and have that like happen vicariously, and Gladiator can be real creepy about it.
I was just gonna say Gladiator would be like real uncomfortable about it, be like, yes, do her daughter, like I wanted to do her. Like, no, ew, no. Anytime I think of these characters, like I go back to War of Kings and that whole time period, and Darkhawk was like training with that other Darkhawk. Yeah, like when you found out there were others out.
Yeah, they're like the Jedi or whatever.
Yeah, it was the Order of the Talon, and they were like
Raptors.
Order of the Raptors.
I think they were Raptors.
Yeah, because one guy's name was Talon.
Yeah,
it was Order of the Raptors, and what was it? They were like supposed to be like the Jedi Knights of the Shi'ar, and the crystals in their chests are alien like entities that take over the hosts of the suit.
Okay, I don't recall that, but I know there was a whole thing with the crystals.
So,
and it doesn't work with human biology, which
it wasn't supposed to, which is why
Chris can. It's Chris, right?
Yeah, Chris Power.
Yeah, he's resistance, and they're like, hey,
yeah,
you're an aberration,
and he could also do things that they couldn't do. So they apparently could grow weapons and like transform and do mech type stuff. But inside the crystal is like another plane of existence. Or kind of, it was like a tree, right? And it looked like the world tree. It looked like Thor's world tree. It was a tree with all these like round bubbles. But instead of like the worlds, it was like little crystals, and people were trapped in them. And they were the hosts of the suits because the entities inside the crystals originally would take control of the suits. So it would basically be like a body snatching kind of deal. Gotcha. Right? Only Chris
was able to resist.
Right,
yeah.
was able to resist.
I've read this, by the way. It's just, Yeah,
it's been like a few years.
Yeah,
it's been a bunch of years.
Like
I just
15
retain
years.
terrible shit.
Yeah, sure.
Why I do what I do. But the Chris was fighting back and forth with the entity in the crystal, and so he was like blacking out and things were happening. Mm-hmm. And he went to the Shi'ar homeworld and he killed Elantra. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And like he fights for control and snaps back into it, holding her dead body. Like he just got done doing the deed, and he looks up and Gladiator is like flying at him like Mach 1. And it's just like, holy shit, things you don't want to see when you wake up from any kind of anything. Like, oh man.
Yeah. All right, so we're running up against time a little bit. What else you got?
What we do? We did Batman, Spider-Man, Imperial War, Exiles, Cheetah, Closure. That's the only other thing I read today.
Okay, and that was the Kieran Gillen one shot?
One shot, yeah.
Thoughts?
Weird.
Yeah, Gillen could be weird. I haven't read it yet, but I plan to.
It's a really, really weird breakup book.
It's just a breakup book?
It's really a breakup book.
Okay.
This woman gets called in for like scientific testing, and they put her in a room with a whole bunch of pigeons. Okay. And that's it. She's just in a room with pigeons. Okay. So they come back in, all these like people with masks on come in, they just start counting the pigeons. And he's like, any different? And they're just like, the woman holds up like 3 and like 3 fingers. And he's just like, okay, and he's like walking the main girl out. And she's like, what is it all about? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, we like keep track of anomalies. And she's like, well, so what was that all about? And he's like, we have a feeling that you're changing things. And she's like, that I'm changing things? And he's like, yeah, well, we sat you in the room, there were 50 pigeons. And she's like, and after? And she's like, well, there were 53. And she's like, so I made more pigeons? And it gets real, like, weird and trippy after that. It seems like she was in a romance with someone who wasn't human. Okay. And this guy is altering the world to, like, win her back.
With extra pigeons?
Yeah, he's just like making like minor changes, but like she's being held responsible for it. And then he's like, she leaves the lab and she goes to a bar, and the guy shows up at the bar. Not the lab doctor. Completely different now. We're off. Like we're no more pigeons. The guy, the love interest guy, and he's like, oh, you broke up with me. I just wanted closure. Like, I was going to propose to you, and blah, blah, blah. And he had the ring, and she's like, I was never going to marry you. It was never going to work. And he's like, yeah, but you didn't even answer me. He's like, you just made me go away. He's like, and that wasn't right. And then, like, she's, like, pointing out things that, like, he made differently. She's like, my eyes are blue. My eyes aren't blue. You made them blue. Because, like, he's manipulating stuff, not her.
Is this someone who dated the Beyonder? Like,
yeah, it's basically is, like, what I walked away with is that, like, she dated a space alien who had, like, crazy powers, and he was just trying to, like... And it's weird, because he wasn't trying to get her back. Basically, what he was trying to do was get her to break up with him. Like he didn't... When he was going to propose, she kind of, like, pushed him out and didn't go, no, for these reasons. And he wanted...
Oh, he wanted reasons.
Like, he wanted an answer.
So she just ghosted him, and he's like, no, you got to tell me why?
Yeah. And all of a sudden, she just started putting things together in, like, a weird way, and she was just like, oh, all the pigeons must be angels.
What the fuck?
And it's like, what?
I got to read this book.
Yeah. And then
I was going to anyway, but, like...
And then all of a sudden, there were angels.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Right? And this hole... to hell opens up, and these hands reach up and grab the guy and start pulling him down. The angels are pushing him down. Like, the forces of heaven and hell are now helping her break up with this guy. And, like, she's holding the ring, and she drops it, and she's like, it never would have worked, and we're no good for each other. And she drops the ring in hell, and she's like, and you can go to hell.
Seems extreme.
And I was like, that was fucking crazy. Like, what did that have to do with pigeons?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds absolutely nuts.
Yeah, there was a write-up at the end that he said that he wanted to do a series of apocalyptic romances, and that's what he was...
Okay.
He said he's flirted with the idea in other books that he's written, but he said that this was like a series of stuff that he wanted to do, like short stories of apocalyptic...
Okay, cool.
Like,
I like Kieran Gillen, so look forward to stuff.
Yeah.
We're curious about this book a little more now.
Yeah, I'm curious what your takeaway is, like, because this guy is definitely more than he seems, but, like, then when he just gets, like, I was convinced he was an alien. I was convinced that he had powers. And when she decides that the pigeons are angels...
So she's the one with powers, not him?
Yeah, like, it's like, is he even there, or are you just manifesting this in your head? Like, are you just making this happen now?
Sure.
You know, but, like, at certain points of the thing, it was accusational, where she's like, oh, you made my eyes blue, they're not blue. And it's like, well, are you doing it, or is he, like, because at the point he's getting pushed into hell, I didn't even think he was there. I was like, you're just doing...
That's what it sounds like.
Like, you're just wacky.
Interesting. I just cap things off. 2 indies from this week. I read White House Robot Romance, #1, by Chip Zdarsky and Rachel Stott. It's good. It's fun. So, a Secret Service robot and a chef robot that works in the White House fall in love, quote unquote, and they run away together. And that's the book. But it has this undercurrent of, like, political stuff going on.
Okay, I was going to say, why do they have to run away?
The Secret Service robot is due to be decommissioned, and the chef robot, like, doesn't want that to happen, so she, like, gets him out of there.
Decommissioned,
as in, like turned off. Like, basically,
so
for all intents and purposes, dead. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she, like, I don't want to say she, the robot, because, like, they're genderless.
Sure.
They're just robots.
Yeah.
The cook robot saves him, and in doing so, they have to get around, like, hurting people and things like that, and they leave. But they say, like, they love each other. My thought is that, like, they've been pre-programmed for this to happen in order to go with, like, a resistance movement, because right now the U.S. is, like, at odds with Canada.
Yeah, I saw the image of they were talking about terrorist factions, and there's a skull on a black maple leaf.
It's like a Canadian resistance thing.
Yeah.
But there's, like, stuff going on, and they have to go after the Secret Service robot because he's seen everything, and the president's been doing shady shit, so it's like he knows about the backroom deals, he knows about the corruption stuff, he knows about the blah, blah, blah. So they have to go after them.
Actually, that makes sense with the decommissioning now. Because I was just like, that's kind of extreme. Why not just let the robot go retire?
Right. So it's a really fast-paced read. They get the point across very quickly, and, like, it's really cute between the two of them.
Cool.
Yeah. And the other one was Everything Dead and Dying by Tate Bromble and Jacob Phillips. It's a zombie book. Guy survives a zombie outbreak, and just he's going about his life. But the catch is the town he lives in and in his house, the zombies are just going about the routine on the last day that they died. So he has a daughter, he has a husband, and he's, like, taking care of them. And they're just doing the same thing every day. Mm-hmm. And he's going around thinking he's the last living person on Earth, and he's kind of struggling with it. And then, like, the routine gets knocked off for the zombies. Like, the daughter doesn't come and wake him up. The husband isn't, like, at the stove, quote-unquote, making breakfast. The mailman shows up late, and he finds out there are other people there, and they're killing zombies, so it's thrown off the whole routine. And that wasn't great. It's just an interesting idea.
I'll be honest. Alex brought up comic burnout. Mm-hmm. I saw zombies and went, I don't want to read this.
I mean, at this point, zombies have been way overdone.
Yeah.
But it's also been a long time since I've read a zombie book.
It's also an aesthetic. I'm tired of the aesthetic. I'm tired of, like, the muddled, rotting flesh look on. Like, I'm just tired of that.
They didn't really lean into that. Like, they're very much just like
I flipped through it. I saw enough
people.
of it.
Like, it wasn't, like, crazy.
Yeah, but it was, the half decayed cow and shit like that. It's like I've seen.
That's just a cover.
I know. It was just whatever.
Cows are normal, I promise.
I'm just saying, the half rotted people is just like, this is something I don't like. I'm over it. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't care for zombies.
I think it's an interesting take on it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm sure the story.
I don't know if it's going to last long term, but
the story is where something like that would have to win me over, because, like, just aesthetically.
The thing is, it gets you emotionally connected because, like, he's flashing back to the day when his family was still alive.
Sure.
Telling the story.
Yeah.
While you're seeing, like, the zombie daughter come and wake him up and him, like, go through the routine with her, and she's dead. You know what I mean? So, like, you have this emotional connection.
So they're not flesh-eating zombies?
They do, but he's feeding them, like, cow. He's feeding them beef.
Okay.
Yeah. He raises cows and feeds everyone in the town beef, and they leave him alone.
Okay, so they have no reason to go after him and eat him.
Right.
Like, he's basically... Okay, all
yep.
right.
He's keeping them full, and they leave him alone. And they just do their routines. But like, you know, it's him struggling. It's him going to meet his dead husband in the kitchen. It's him walking down the stairs with his dead daughter. Like it's rough.
Pinches his husband's ass and a cheek falls off.
But like, he goes through the routine. He says the lines, and it's literally like the zombies are trapped in a recording. They're reacting exactly how they reacted on the day they died. Like they're laughing at or making sounds that sound like laughs, or he's having conversations almost with them, but they're just on loop.
Okay.
Yeah. It's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
So that's all I got. I think that's all you got. Yes?
Yes, sir.
All right. And that'll be it. Next episode, we're going to be reviewing Fantastic Four Volume 3 by Ryan North, which is recommended by Tim.
Yay, dinosaurs!
You love dinosaurs, right?
Dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm. Dinosaurs.
Because they make everything sour.
Thank you for listening. If you want to get in contact with us and give us a question like Alex did, or send us a future book review like Tim did, you can do that at thecomiccryptcast@gmail.com. You can check out the store on Instagram and Facebook. You can see all the new goodies and trades and things that we get on a weekly basis. And you got anything else?
Make time to read your books.
You should make time to read your books. Sound advice.
We loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bags like comics. The hardcore get it while the soft bitches vomit. I came to this earth on a radiated comet. Now the planet is in perilous danger because I'm on it. Fly super villain with the superpowers in me. Got the red issues and all my shit is minty. Body like Ben Grimm, suckers I be beating down. Look around and we be found chilling out in Eatontown. I be at the comic crypt stacking up the kryptonite. Doomsday and Superman every time I grip the mic. Dark Phoenix overloading, supernova sunspot exploding. I'm the Punisher reloading Bobby Drake when he's frozen. Storm forming ominous clouds over the ocean. Working with Professor X to master my emotion. Have you posing in the box whether you know it or not. I'll easily bag your bitch like Logan did to Scott. Mr. Sinister plots when I administer shots to clone Gene from a jeans. Then this shit'll get hot like Inferno. Burn slow, humans are ash. God loves man kills in the days of future past. Now I'm working on a science lesson. Me and Brian Stratton, a rat in a cage who can't stop buying X-Men.
Like a flower that blooms in the spring. You were beautiful.